What is happening, people? It is Brian Alsruhe, NEVERsate.com, and today I'm coming at you with some solutions for when you hurt your back and you're a poor man. Now, there are absolutely plenty of things that you can do to help your back when you tweak it a little bit if you have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, and I'm guessing that I'm probably not the only person watching this in that situation, so I'm gonna give you guys some economic solutions to those problems, as well as 7 steps that you can do from the moment that you hurt your back until you go to bed that night that is going to greatly decrease, probably literally cut in half, your healing time for when you tweak your back. But first, the reason why you guys are actually getting this video is because I'm waiting for Juji Mafu and Tom to get here to do a collaboration today. They're running a little bit late because they are driving through like a hurricane, some other lame excuse they're giving. So I figured while I wait, I just knocked this out, but I'm really excited for those videos with Juji and Tom, and just collaboration is gonna be going on both on this channel and their channel and Uncle Nick's channel, just all of that going on. Also, on December 1st, I am doing another seminar at the Lion's Den at Joey Satsmary's gym in Colmar, Pennsylvania. And again, that's happening December 1st. Now, Joey's gym is a large gym, but it is not massive. We packed it out pretty good last time in the seminar, so if you guys do want to sign up, I would do so soon. You can do so at lionsdenelitetraining.com. And the last bit of horrible self-promotion I'm gonna do is that next month I have a huge collaboration coming up with Alan Thrall, Silent Mike, Omar Esoff, Joey Satsmary, Uncle Nick. We're all gonna be out in Sacramento doing an awesome thing, so I'm really excited about that. If there's stuff that you guys would like to see us do, please leave that in the comment section down below because we're looking for ideas. Yeah, and now back to the video at hand. So we're gonna be talking about how to get over a back injury. Now, before I say anything else, I want you to know I'm not a doctor. I know I look really capable and very doctor-like with the hat and stuff, but no doctor am I. So if you end up finding yourself in a situation where you did just tweak your back, remember that no one's opinion, especially not someone as stupid as mine, is going to mean anything compared to an x-ray or an MRI. So if you hurt your back, you go to the doctor. No questions asked, you hurt your back, you don't come asking me, you go to the doctor. But if you're a poor man like me, you understand that sometimes going to the doctor isn't quite that easy. So my plan for this video is to lay out 7 steps for you guys to do from the point of injury until you go to bed that night to try to assess just how bad off you are and whether you need to go to the doctor or not, because maybe you can fix this. Because to be completely honest, guys, 99% of the time when people hurt their back in the gym, it is nothing more than a seized muscle. And yes, 100% of that statistic was 75% made up. But don't freak out just because you hurt your back at the gym. It happens to everyone. Literally, if you lift weights for a long enough amount of time, you will hurt your back. The severity is going to depend on a lot. But know that you're not alone in this. Everyone has gone through this, and you're not going to get better from it if you run from it. The only way to get better from an injury is to lean into the pain. It doesn't really matter that it hurts when you sit, stand, sleep, cough, sit, run, jump, dance, anything. If you've hurt your back, you understand that it affects every single bit of your life. And you guys can truly trust my advice on this because I've actually broken my back twice. Neither was lifting related. The first was with some MMA stuff, and the second was during my old job. The second time I actually broke my L3 and my L5 so that my hip flexor, my left hip flexor, was actually paralyzed to the point that I could not pick my leg up. That lasted for about 6 months. But I tell you guys this because there's virtually no injury that you can't get past if you have a good mindset and you do the right things. And so here we go. Let's say you're in the gym and you just did a deadlift and suddenly you felt something pop in your back. There was a seize in your back, there was something that is not right, and you know that you're hurt. The very first thing that you need to think about is, do you have any numbness in your fingers, your hands, your toes, your feet, your extremities? And this isn't gonna be like a maybe I feel that feeling. You're gonna know. If you are so unlucky to feel that, you need to get to the hospital. Go now. Stop watching the video, go. Because my friend, you're hurt. You're not terribly, terribly hurt, but you're hurt. You need to get that worked on. But most people, when they hurt their back, have similar symptoms of not being able to stand up straight, not being able to breathe. Every time you try to move, you end up going you guys know what I'm talking about. So if that describes you, the first thing that I would do, if possible, is get some sort of anti-inflammatory into your body. Now, I absolutely in no good conscience can tell anyone to take an NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. Those are things like Advil, Aleve, ibuprofen, things like that. Now, they absolutely will knock down inflammation, but they come with a ton of really, really bad side effects that can be super harmful for your body. So what I would do is contact your doctor and see what the maximum level that he will allow you to take in this situation, and then act accordingly for as long as he or she tells you to do so. Now, the much better option for both your health and the results would be to take a steroidal anti-inflammatory. Now, I know I just said steroids, but it's not those kinds of steroids. Things like naproxen or prednisone can be almost miracle drugs. However, you're gonna have to go to the doctor, which is a better idea in the first place, because they're gonna take those pictures like the MRI or the x-ray that I talked about. You're actually gonna know what you're dealing with, so going to the doctor is the best possible option. But if you do have the option of getting a hold of naproxen or prednisone immediately at the point of incident, you're gonna get better a ton faster. But again, that's for your doctor to decide and not some idiot on the internet. But I do keep some Advil in my bag just in case an incident like that does happen. I will pop a couple of those, just get on top of it. The second step that I want you to do before you even leave the gym is to start to decompress your spine. Now, if you weren't a poor man or you belong to a super nice gym like NEVERsate Athletics, you would have access to one of these, which is a reverse hyper. This does a ton to start rehabbing your back, decompress your spine, get blood to the area. It is awesome for back injuries. You'd want to get on this immediately if you had the access to it, but most people don't. So unfortunately, my friend, you are relegated to just hanging from a pull-up bar. If you're a middle-class poor man, you may have access to boots like this that allow you to hang upside down. Even better. But a lot of problem is that stuff in your back is really seized up. So just jumping up, hanging from a pull-up bar and trying to rotate your body side to side is going to do a lot to start elongating those muscles, start decompressing that spine, and start to hopefully make those muscles relax a little bit. On to number 3. So hopefully now that hanging has started to calm that spasm down a little bit, but now the best thing to do is try to get some blood there through some stimulus. Now, if you had money and you're a rich man, the best thing to do would be to go get a massage. But ain't nobody got no time for that. So for the price of one massage, you can buy a buffer. Now, there's nothing special about this buffer. I literally bought it at Walmart. It's just a car buffer. Your dad might actually have one in his garage, but the beautiful thing about this is the vibration of it will actually work in those muscles. You can use this on your legs, on your arms, on your chest, on your lats, anywhere, but especially your lower back. Now, the beautiful thing about this model, instead of models that you have to hold like this has handles. So either you can work it on yourself or you can have someone else really dig in, and it's glorious. If you're not already using a buffer in your recovery, I would highly recommend it because for the price, you can't really beat it for sore muscles, for problem areas, for injuries, for just warming up, whatever you want to use with it. This thing will save lives. And pinch ups. And on to number 4. So first we tried to knock down some inflammation. We hung to decompress the spine. We got some blood to there, tried to stimulate some of those muscles, try to warm them up. Now we need to try to flatten them out as much as possible. Now, in order to do this, we're gonna use a foam roller. And these little guys can range you anywhere from a little bit of money to stupid. Luckily, you don't have to be stupid because the hardware store has PVC pipe. Although it may not be pretty, it is just effective and costs a fraction of the price. I'm guessing most of you have some level of experience with these, but I still want you to focus on rolling out your hamstrings, your butt, your quads, your IT band, your lats, everything that you would normally roll out because you never really know where that seizure is coming from. A lot of times it does not start where the actual pain is. Now that said, I would like to see you spend a decent amount of time on that lumbar area, just kind of doing virtually a sit-up on the tube, just rolling up and down, trying to work anything out of your erectors that might be seized up. If you do find something that hurts particularly bad, hang out there for a while. But again, we're just trying to smooth those muscles out. Now for step number 5, if you're a rich man, you probably go to some physical therapist, have them do some sort of grafted technique or dry needling or some sort of high technical, really pinpoint kind of area to really get to that seized muscle. But we're poor. But if you have $1, you can have a lacrosse ball. If you have $2, you can make a peanut. A peanut is 2 lacrosse balls wrapped together with tape. Math, but basically you're gonna take this guy and you're gonna try to pinpoint exactly where that problem area is. Now obviously since it's a smaller surface area than the PVC pipe, you're gonna be able to put more direct pressure. This is really good for areas around your shoulder blades. That a lot of times is where a seizure might happen. Up and down your spine is also very good. This is actually much better for up and down your spine. You lay on it and like your spine's here and these, yep. You get it. But what I most use this lacrosse ball for are 2 pinpoints in my hips. Because most time when my lower back is seized up, it has nothing to do with my lower back. It's something in my hips that is seized up and I need to get that to release and then my lower back feels fine. But I can spend all day working my lower back and it never gets better. Write that point down because you're gonna experience that sometime in your life. So I'll take this lacrosse ball and I'll work on 2 specific pockets. There's one in the front that is kind of right below my hip bone and pretty much I roll around until I find it. And you can trust me, when you hit it, you will know that you're there. But then I pretty much just rock around inside that pocket, going through extreme pain and trying to breathe through it. Whenever you're going through pain like this, always take deep breaths and exhale slowly. It will help out a lot. But once I'm done with the front, I throw this over to the back. It's really more kind of the side back. And I find that second pocket in my hip, and again, I lay there and rock around, crying like a little baby until I feel a little bit better. But again, people, I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to hurt so bad. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be shaking. It is terrible. However, you do not get better by running away from the pain. You need to lean into it. Little torture device. So now you have done a lot of trauma to your back, both in a bad way, in a good way, and in a good and bad way together. Which brings us to step number 6, which is the poor man's cryotherapy. Which means that you're going to stop by the convenience store, grab a $2 bag of ice, throw it in a bathtub and sit in there for 20 minutes. If you're middle class and you have 2 bathrooms, you can use that other bathroom, have a really hot shower running, and you go from the cold bathtub to a hot shower, back to a cold bathtub, hot shower, but you're gonna make a mess. It's the closest thing to a contrast bath you're gonna be able to get, but even the ice bath alone is going to help you a lot to, again, knock down the inflammation. Now, After that, step number 7 is go to bed. You're gonna need sleep, my friend. More sleep than you would normally ever get. Do whatever you have to do to get as much sleep as possible that night. It's gonna be hard because you're gonna be in pain, you're not gonna be comfortable. Get as much sleep as you possibly can. If you do so happen to have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, make sure you stretch out a little bit before you try to get up out of bed. Pull your knees towards your chest, cross your legs over top of the other, pulling towards you, but make sure you do something before you swing your legs off that bed before you get up, because that can immediately cause that thing to seize right back up. Once you've done that, guys, it's pretty much rinse and repeat until you feel better. Now keep in mind, how long a seizure stays around has a lot to do with how much work you put into this and how much pain you're willing to go through. You're either gonna be in pain for maybe weeks with a seizure, because seizures can hang around for a very long time, or maybe it can only be around for a couple days or a week or whatever the case may be. But the more time that you spend working on it, the faster it's gonna get better. But I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be painful every single moment. There you guys go. If you lift long enough, you are gonna tweak your back. And when it happens, maybe follow these steps for the rest of the evening to see how it goes. Maybe try a day or two to see how you're feeling, decide whether you have to go to the doctor or not. Trust me, if you have doubts, go to the doctor, people. Getting a picture, an x-ray or an MRI is going to save you tons of time. You only have one spine and it's a pretty serious part of your body you can't deal without. So take care of it and be smart. Make responsible adult decisions. But we all know how expensive it can be going to the doctor, so maybe some of these steps can help alleviate some of your pain while you're making that decision. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps some of you out. That is the exact protocol that I follow every single time that I tweak my back. And I've tweaked my back a lot in 24 years. I'm super excited to be doing these videos with Juji and Tom, and if you're here from Juji channel, I just want to welcome you. I hope you look around. I hope there's something that I have to offer that you can learn from the channel, but I'm really happy you're here, and I just want to thank you for checking out the video. To all my normal people, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. If you guys bought a program, you should have it. If you don't have it, email me, because there's been a problem and it's probably my fault. Thanks for staying with me, guys. I will catch up with you later in the week, but until I do, go out to something amazing in your lives. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other, and I'll see you then.